Hey there everyone, Hazmy here. Hope you're well, and tonight I have a bit heavier topic for this evening concerning Babylon's Fall. As you probably know by now, if you're checking a video like this, Babylon's Fall is receiving harsh criticism on its launch all around. I do agree that the game is not really up to today's standards with graphics, and it's definitely more expensive than it should be, if it aims to build an online community at least, but I'll personally will only review the game at the end of March when its full content is released, shown on the roadmap, since technically 50% of the game is not unlocked yet, and I do feel it's unfair to judge its gameplay before seeing it first. So the purpose of this video is not exactly to argue any point or convince anyone about the game, but rather showing information that is simply missing out there and you all probably don't even know about because none of the articles even mention it. Babylon's Fall launched as an action RPG with a roughly 30 hours long campaign, with the first 10 hours of it, this is the demo content, being a very slow tutorial and portrays a really poor view of both the gameplay and the level design of it. This is standard campaign, definitely not amazing story if I have to be honest, with fairly basic cutscenes and dialogue admittedly, but honestly it's also not the main selling point of looter games, since you have a good at least 50 hours additional content you can do post-campaign that unlocks all locked gameplay mechanics and completely revamps and speeds up how you play it. This is normal post-campaign content available with the sole purpose of letting players grind and prepare their characters and builds for endgame. Yes, that's right, endgame is not even in the game yet, and I think it looks like the best part of the game, that at least I'm looking forward to, and I'm just shocked how little to zero information is floating around about it. In fact, when I mentioned Duels, the majority of people who asked me thought it's PvP mode that will be introduced, and we have finally arrived to the topic I aim to show in this video. Babylon's Fall released a roadmap showing their first season plan, slowly feeding the content to the player base, with endgame only unlocking 5 and 19 days after launch, with the first game mode called Duels. Sadly, the only footage for this is a low quality developer stream, so I apologize for it. Duels are a PvE game mode, setting the player team against super bosses available in the game, with additional much more challenging combat mechanics and 2 difficulty levels above the campaign, similarly to Final Fantasy XIV's Savage content. This game mode is set to require strategies and every ounce of skill at your disposal, as they're meant to be difficult content. Apart from additional mechanics, it also looks like Duels have a down state cap similarly to Monster Hunter that the players mustn't reach or it is game over. As mentioned before, the super bosses unlock various new mechanics to the players, and they're quite punishing from the looks of it, requiring proper dodges and teamwork or you will suffer some serious damage. And keep in mind, healing through potions is limited. Some of these extra mechanics include crystals spawning all around the arena, where you have to clear a zone to be safe from explosions, or the very familiar mechanics I've seen in Final Fantasy XIV of memorizing crystal patterns before they explode and dodge them accordingly. These are only a few of the new abilities we will see, and it's only one of the bosses available from the 8 bosses the base game has. While I truly understand and agree with many of the criticisms of the game, at the same time I honestly believe Duels look amazing and it is content worth looking forward to before completely burying Babylon's Fall. Hopefully the game mode will deliver and will be as fun as it looks, as I think it has the potential for challenging and fun endgame content and some really neat collaborations with other titles too. Duels are coming in 3 days on the 7th of March, so I'll probably do a review on it and see how it is. Gauntlets are also on their way on the 22nd of March, unlocking a new dungeon system with random monster modifiers and challenges, with a special scoring system requiring teams to do score attacks for the best of the best rewards. Well, that is it for this one. I wish everyone a great day, and I hope you're having fun with whichever game you're playing. And as always, thank you for your support. See you next time.